If you're like me, you might be new to sim racing, and frankly, I don't have the time to just sit here and watch tutorial after tutorial, or I don't really know who to listen to, but that's okay. Because I come to you now with a solution to this problem. I have used ChatGPT to summarize all of the videos with sim racing advice, and we will be doing a blind test of the advice from each video 3 times back to back in order to figure out once and for all if YouTuber racing advice actually helps. And frankly, you really need to stick around to see these results because it's kind of crazy. Today, you saw the thumbnail, what we're going to be doing. We're going to be racing in GT3 World, Assetto Corsa Competizione. So the reason we're doing this is because when it comes to sim racing, there's a lot of advice, like everywhere. Everyone's got some sort of advice to give you. So I figured what we should do is we should just try to figure out if it's actually going to be like helpful for someone who's new. Well, let's see what we're doing here, brother. That was a really bad Australian. Oh, I just can't see chat at all. I told you guys to talk. That's hilarious. Here is how this is going to work. I have used ChatGPT to bring me advice from videos I haven't seen. So I just went to YouTube and I searched racing advice, and then I clicked through the top, I think 3 or 5 around there. I used ChatGPT to summarize those videos. I then copied and pasted. I didn't read it. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going through 3 of these videos' advice. I'll read one and then we'll do it. So the reason I don't know the advice is because it's supposed to be a blind test. I will be going to a racetrack that I'm not good at or one that I don't really know. And we'll do a hot lap of that racetrack with no racing line or anything like that, no assists turned on. And then we will read the advice and we will get 2 laps, 1 to think about the advice, and then a flying lap. And we will see if on the spot that advice actually helped. So let's start off here. And we are doing, hot lap, no ghost car. So we will just jump into it. I'll make sure that I have everything turned off. Let's see how this goes. I always forget there's a mini map like that. Wow, that looks really nice. Alright. This is the beginning of the second lap. See what my time is. The advice. We'll still count that time. Might as well. Mini-map is only so helpful. Oh, I did the same thing again. I think the advice will definitely help with that. That, and I'm also currently just kind of fishing for gears, which is not always the best. Alright. 156. Let's turn off traction control so we can do a cool little spin turn around here. I guess I have to drop the clutch. My clutch doesn't work. There we go. Let's go, let's go. No, they got rid of me. Oh shoot, what was my time? 156 is the time to beat. All right, so let's get into the advice. What does ChatGPT have to tell me? Let us see. So the first piece of advice comes from a YouTube channel called Chris Hay. Focus on vision, look ahead on the track to improve smoothness, awareness, and positioning. So look ahead and focus on vision. We have to beat a 156, so let's see what we can do. Don't get a cut, don't get a cut. Okay, good. Just don't get track limits. Faster. Definitely looking ahead helps. Basically, you can actually know what you're doing as opposed to winging it. Obviously. It's obvious sounding to say, but in practice, if you don't look ahead, then that's when you don't brake soon enough or hard enough, and you also don't prepare to go over the curb the right way. Like that setup there, I definitely didn't do first 2 laps that I did. And then And this one comes up out of nowhere, and that's an invalid time. And then long sweepers, I'm still not the best at. These little cheeky things are fun. Definitely should have been in first, probably. That's another cut, technically, and now we're all over the place. This lap is kind of chalked, but look at that sick slide thing there that I just did. Just focus on looking ahead. That corner felt pretty good. Then I don't really always remember how to do this corner here. Definitely more braking first and then trail into it, but... Alright, so that's funny because the second one with the advice, I did a 155.7, which is basically a 156. The first one I did without the cut, what the hell? What? Okay, it was 155, 175. So almost a dead 155, which is a second and a half faster, I think, than just doing this track line. So looking ahead, focusing on smoothness, and actually pointing the car at where you're going to go and focusing on the next turns. In front of you, very helpful. Thank you, Chris. Zandvoort. 20 seconds, dude. That's how slow that is, or was. Also, that was a really weird laugh. I'm just happy, dude. I'm just so happy. Oh, I remember why I'm 20 seconds slower. Alright, no advice. No advice. Only maybe what I've already learned. I will say, there are braking markers like right there. So if you do get into sim racing, don't forget to brake and that there's braking markers. Oh, that's a wallet. You stay away, wallet. Stay away. This is very fun. I like this a lot. I just suck at it. That was good braking. Looking ahead is definitely helping me realize the details I did before. So I guess what we need to be doing is adding on to the advice that we already have. So the later advice that is given might be, oh, don't cut. Might be a little skewed just because, you know, I am getting better as the day goes on, so we'll see. I'm optimistic though. I think that YouTube will actually, you know, these guys, they know what they're doing, unlike me, like right now. This is why you don't distract and drive. This is why you don't drunk drive. This is why you don't text and drive. In Michigan now, you can't even like adjust the radio or something. They changed the laws on us. You're not allowed to be on your phone while parked. I don't know. I should focus up because the lap is still going. Alright. This next one I'll shut up. 153. I hate that corner, man. Why does that creep up on me like that? I think it's because, I don't know. Focus up. I don't know why I backed out. Alright, 149. Validated. Yes, sir. So, my best was a 149. A theoretical best of probably minus 0.3. So it still would have been a 149. So let's read some advice. Who is going to help me today? So second piece of advice is from overtake_GG. His advice is braking. Learn to brake efficiently. This is crucial for lap time improvement and passing other drivers. It involves 2 steps, hitting the brakes hard and then trailing the brake into the corner apex. Basically, if you know how to brake, you'll be faster in general, but you'll also be good around other drivers. I will say I already kind of stabbed the brakes when I'm thinking about it. Keeping this in the front of my mind will definitely be good just as a piece of advice. Some braking markers. Sharp. I'd let off smooth, so let's just do that. Alright, 146. to see, good to see. So we got a 142. I think that's 2 seconds. 142.90. That's like a second point one faster than whatever I was doing before, which is still like 20 seconds off, but I think it's pretty clear. Overtake underscore GG. Good on you. YouTube 2. Max Verstappen wannabes 0. Alright, well apparently I'm not that fast at Monza either. I don't know, let's take wow, actually we should do Silverstone. I don't know why I don't need to do a poll. I'm like 16 seconds or 15 seconds behind at Silverstone. Silverstone, that's what we're going to be doing. And then we're at the start finish. So, what we've learned so far, we've learned that we need to brake. We've learned that we need to look ahead. So keep that in mind and we'll see what we can do with 2 laps. Starting basically now. Oh, there's a cone. I forgot I don't know this that well, if at all. Yep, okay, yep, that was bound to happen at some point. But we're alive, we didn't hit anything, which is good. Should really pay attention. Alright, need to go a lot slower through there. That's a satisfying corner. Want to turn? What am I doing? I feel so slow. Alright. I will focus on this and I will do my best now. No more talking. Talking is illegal. We'll get arrested. If you say anything in chat, you're gonna get arrested too. Okay, wow, I really overcommitted to that. Alright, this will be a reference time then. So hopefully I don't go off the course, basically, when I get my new Keystone device. Or do this. Gotta love a hairpin though. I guess I'm going to jail, by the way, because I didn't just talk. So that's fun. what it is, man. I don't know. I think it's the lights and the fact that I'm in a room with a PC, well, several PCs, several hot lights, and I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt. Alright, so at 212. We have a 212. I'm not that fast. Wow, so our theoretical best is like a 209 or a 210. 210. Okay, so 210 is what we theoretically could have done. So let's look at the advice, the ChatGPT YouTuber advice. I'm sorry in advance. Sweet. I apologize. Avoid using the ideal racing line and instead learn to scan. What is the other advice from the video? Improve braking techniques, posture, and breathing while driving. So, my to-do list to find success. Beat a 210. I need to make sure that I'm looking forward and I'm being smooth in the corners. I also need to focus on braking, sharp, stabbing movement, and then slowly release off into the corner to get that weight transfer. And then I also need to focus on posture, and then I need to make sure that I breathe. sees me increase the best. Okay. Alright, well, we did it. We did it. That felt good. Alright, I'm gonna hit a wall again. Oh no, it's invalidated. Did it though. We hit the theoretical best and we did 2 laps. And the last was my best at 2:10. I really came back in that 3rd sector. I could see the time that I lost in like the 2nd sector. But hey, we came back. We did it. Okay, so I did have a better theoretical. Although I did hit 2:10 twice in a row, which means that was good advice. Posture and breathing. It checks out that you would want to do this after already focusing on braking and looking ahead. Does YouTube give you good advice for sim racing? Yes, they do, and you should pay attention because once you start stacking them and you actually refine that, it'll actually be really useful. So, as you can see here, that's sick. So, I'm sorry, Mr.
Almeida.
Thanks for the YouTube advice, but that was a success. I'm happy with that. What do you think of the intro? I would like to know what you thought. I've done this twice now where I've shot the intro live. I'll keep doing it though. It's fun and it kind of puts me in the hot seat for broadcasting my takes. So it'll make me better. Just like today's advice from the YouTubers. So thanks for watching the stream, guys. It's been a good time. Thank you, Kyle, especially keeping me busy in chat and for, I can't read your name from here, but thank you for the emoji. Artie, yeah? Is that how you say it? Thank you for the emoji and also texting. If you said something earlier, I might have missed it. Because like I said, I showed you guys earlier, it's tiny. So I'll have to fix that. But thanks guys for sticking around. I appreciate it. And I guess I'll see you in the next one.